Alright, so I might soon have to retract part of a recent video. In my video, the two most overrated PvP support sets, published in August, I argued that Gossamer, the set that gives the major evasion buff, is pretty much useless in its current state since the uptimes it actually produces are terrible by any standard. Go back and watch that video if you want to see my detailed explanation on why I think Gossamer is bad. In any case, the video sparked some discussion about the set, both in my comment section here on YouTube and on multiple ESO related Discord servers that I'm in. As I aim to be constructive, I also proposed what I think should be done to fix the set and make it viable. Here's an example of something I posted in the days following the video. You could make Gossamer a decent and unique set if you made it the same as Transmutation. So basically just increasing its duration to 5 seconds instead of 1. With Transmutation active on both bars, you can get to individual uptimes of around 50%. If Gossamer gave major evasion at that rate, you would make it a viable set in less organized groups and battlegrounds, while high-end groups would still probably want to run their own source of the buff, since they can get to uptimes of 80 to 90% individually. Just don't make it proc on overheals or you'll give every bulk group member a free skill slot. Lo and behold, the PTS patch notes for update 44 were released earlier this week, and guess what? They are buffing the duration of Gossamer to 4 seconds. Alright, so I was 1 second off, but I think this will have the effect that I described, and the vision outlined in the developer notes seems to follow the same logic.
This set flew under our radar for a while, but thanks to some spicy community discussions, we've brushed off the cobwebs and agreed. It was pretty underwhelming when compared to similar sets like Robes of Transmutation. We're upping the duration to make it easier to maintain when you and your group take more consistent damage, while retaining the stipulation that it must actively yield damage to prevent groups from maintaining such a powerful effect indefinitely.
So yeah, we did it, gang. We fixed Gossamer and saved Bikini Bottom. This of course begs the question, will Gossamer actually be good the next update? My answer is yes, in the sense that I'm convinced that soon it will be balanced. As I explained in the comment I posted, and as is reflected by the developer commentary, the set will not completely eliminate the need to slot your own source of major evasion. You can get uptimes of 80 to 90% on your own major evasion, and since Gossamer will have roughly the same proc condition as Robes of Transmutation, I expect it to give players about 45 to 50% uptime on major evasion, provided that the set is active on both bars. This is still a pretty big difference, and the more time you spend inside keeps getting oiled on all sides, the more you are going to notice that gap. However, if you're in a more casual guild where not everyone has great uptimes on this buff, or better yet, some people are just not running it, then Gossamer will actually be a valuable addition to that group's composition. It can also be a good fit for some small scales where not everyone has major evasion access. For example, on my small scale Sorkiel build, I currently don't have the ability to get major evasion without making drastic changes to the build. So next patch, I wouldn't mind it if someone else in my group ran Gossamer, which is something I never thought I'd say. In ball groups and other more organized groups, I still don't think the set will be great, since everyone there should already run their own source of major evasion with much more efficiency. Gossamer could be added to fill the gaps in people's uptimes, but at that stage there are so many more useful support sets that you could run. I've already seen some people try to argue that Gossamer will be super OP, but I disagree. In fact, Gossamer will be the epitome of a balanced set. Beneficial, but still outperformed by people who choose to commit to this buff individually. So in the end, I think this will be a great update to Gossamer, as it will be a useful and unique set, but not one that gives you a free ride. The mantra of we can all unslot major evasion because we have Gossamer still won't be true, as it not proccing on overheals will mean that permanent major evasion uptime will not be possible. But at least the set will soon finally have its place within the PvP ecosystem. It's still a bit strange to think that I seem to have been part of what got the ball rolling on this set finally getting the glow up it deserved. I guess Gossamer being good will be my lasting legacy in ESO, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. Part of me thinks they just did this to communicate to me that hating Gossamer is not a personality, in which case, fair enough, point taken. But seriously, big up to the devs for going back to old sets and making them worthwhile again. I'll be sure to actually try this set next patch to see if my expectations of its performance will hold up in the reality of PvP. It might actually be a good fit for those 8v8 battlegrounds they're gonna introduce. I'll keep you lot posted on this in a future video. And to all the people who tried to tell me that Gossamer is good in its current state,